This video was made possible by Logitech G and EA Game Changers. Hello guys, my name is Brecky and today I'm going to make your day slightly better because I have Battlefield 5 footage. As most of the people have seen on my social media is that I have been invited by Logitech G and EA to join a Battlefield 5 launch event in Stockholm last weekend. So I was flown to Stockholm and we stayed at the hotel together with other EA Game Changers and content creators, and it was actually a very cool time. Now, Saturday was the first day of the event and we were shuttled into a secret location, and it was actually very cool because the location itself was a big hangar, like a very big open space hangar where there were 128 computers set up. So we had 2 servers running of 64 players. So you might be wondering yourself, what did you actually do, Brecky? I mean, you've been there for like 2 full days. What did you do? Well, I'll give you guys a bit of info on that, what we've done. So we had the chance to play the launch build of Battlefield 5 that will be coming out tomorrow if you have EA access. So basically we've played the full game as it's going to be launched tomorrow, and we have been able to play all the maps with different game modes and everything on it, and it was amazing to actually play Battlefield 5 early and give you guys the content that you guys deserve. So let me give you guys my impressions about Battlefield 5. Now, I have to say, the gunplay and the movement in this game are amazing. And it's been a very big improvement, like comparing it to the other older Battlefield titles like Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, and Battlefield 1. And I still do believe that this is the way to go forward in the Battlefield series. So as I mentioned before, we had also the possibility to play on all the maps. And I have to say, they look incredible. All the maps feel authentic, they're really well balanced. And they just look really, really stunning. I already have a top 3 made up about all the maps that we've played, and on number 1 it has to be Devastation. So Devastation is the map of Rotterdam, but after it got bombed. So there's a lot of debris, a lot of buildings destroyed. There's a big ass church in the middle of the map that is a very cool point to fight over on, and it just fits in general, like a snowy environment, ashes, fires, big tanks rolling down the street. It is really cool. My second map has to be Arras. Arras is the French countryside where there's a lot of fields of yellow flowers, and it was really cool to lie down in the flowers, proning down, and just crawl your way up to a flag or to an enemy, and as soon as you hear something, just try and shoot blindly across the flowers and try and get your kills. That is really cool. I mean, I've done it a couple of times, and I gotta say, if you get a kill like that, you do feel very satisfied. To close down my top 3, I have to say the last map will have to be Fjell 652, which is also a snowy map where you play in the peaks of a mountain in Norway. You can only play as infantry or as an aircraft or like a pilot of an aircraft. So you have this small narrow passes where you run around, and you have planes flying over you trying to bomb you. It's a very cool experience to play on this map. I also would like to talk to you guys about a few things that I do not agree fully on with Battlefield 5 in its current stage, and one of them are still grenades. So a few months back when Battlefield 5 beta was live, I recorded a small clip about me throwing a grenade vertically in the sky and one on the ground, and in that order, and the one that actually was thrown second actually exploded first. Now I do have to honestly say that I forgot to test it at Stockholm, how the grenades actually worked, but I think if I'm not mistaken, it actually felt like that the grenades still remained the same. If I'm not mistaken, and I counted correctly, there is a 6-second window before a grenade actually explodes when you throw it vertically in the sky. If this is the same time span that you get when throwing a grenade, like basically at your enemy, it means that the enemy has at least 3 or 4 seconds to react and throwing the grenade back. In my opinion, that's a little bit too much, because I have to say, I think at the Stockholm event, I gathered 1 grenade kill over the span of, I think, 20 plus rounds, and that just feels a bit weird. So because of the grenades were kind of weak at the current stage in Battlefield 5, I decided to try different things out. Now, while scrolling through the different kind of grenades, I found out that they added a throwing knife in the game. And I equipped the throwing knife, used it a couple of times, and I gotta say it actually makes a lot more sense to use the throwing knife currently than the grenade, because on close range it's a one-shot guaranteed kill. I do have some clips of me killing people with throwing knives, so I thought I'll add them up into a video and so you guys can enjoy it. Now there's also a lot of customization options in Battlefield 5 for weapons, vehicles and appearances, and I will be dropping a separate video for that because there's just too much to cover in this video alone. So there was also this very cool moment at the event where Dan Mitri took the microphone and he said to all the players, okay, we're gonna be playing a fan favorite conquest map, which in this case was Devastation, and he said the best squad will win a swag bag of Battlefield 5. So as you imagine, this was like a high stakes game where everybody wanted to compete at their best in order to win the prize. So how did the squad look like? We had, as a medic, we had Doom49, a famous YouTuber. He did a really good job at providing all the health packs and reviving everybody, not only from our squad, but in general of our team. As an assault, we had codenamed Deus from ESB. He racked up a lot of kills, as well as providing explosive power with his gadgets. And then as a support, we had Brett FX, which is a commentator for Battlefield series in general, and he racked up a lot of points with not only his kills but also his ammo resupplies. And then we had actually me as a squad leader, so I provided everybody the attack orders and defend orders to gather points, and I was also playing with the flare and a spawn beacon to secure a good spawn just in case the enemy pushed us out. So in the high stakes games, I played with the RSC, which you guys probably know from Battlefield 1. I liked that weapon a lot. The weird thing is on Battlefield 1, it was actually a medic rifle. In Battlefield 5, it is now considered a scout rifle, or a semi-automatic rifle. I'm very happy to announce that we did take home the win as being the best squad on the battlefield at the Stockholm event. So thank you very much, Doom49, codename Deus, and Brett FX for playing under my wing as a squad leader and taking home that win. Now there was this one thing or one clip that I want to show you guys to end the video with, and it was a clip where my team was actually still defending C because there were still some enemies left there. I actually told them, like, I'm gonna head out to B already, and you guys can catch up eventually. So as I'm running to Bravo, I noticed that the enemy actually takes the flag, so I know there's actually enemies there. Eventually I take out 3 of them. I place in the back of the Bravo flag a spawn beacon just in case I would die. And by that time actually my team, or my squad in general, actually arrives to back me up on the flag. Now I do actually get taken out by an MG42 that is lying very strategically on top of the Bravo flag and raining down fire on us. Now the cool thing is that an enemy actually launched a V1 rocket onto close to the B flag, and because of it was a friendly missile, the enemy with the MG42 got knocked back onto the ground, losing his high ground position, and then he got killed by one of our teammates, one of our squad mates. I think this clip is just a very good example of how good a squad can work together to achieve victory. Alright guys, this is it for me. I'm gonna wrap things up. Friday, 8 till 10 p.m. you guys will be able to see me play Battlefield 5 live on the Battlefield channel. During the day I will be also live on my personal channel, so see you guys on the Battlefield.